All right, I've heard from a couple of people that I should call Gary Spence. So let's go ahead and do that. No time like the present, right? No point in procrastinating. He's got a website called SpenceLawyers.com, SPENCE Lawyers.com. His phone number is 844-4-SPENCE, which is also, if you want to make that into numbers, it's 1-844-477-3623. 844-477-3623. I hope I'm not the only one calling him. I hope other people can call him, but he comes highly recommended. I don't think somebody said he's never lost a case since like 1969. I don't know if that's true, but wouldn't that be great if he would get interested in Schaefer Cox's case? But anyway, let's call him.
Hello, you've reached the Spence Law Firm. Our office is currently closed. Our office hours are Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. If you would like to leave a message, please do so. Thank you.
Hello, Spence Law Firm. My name is Rudy Davis. I'm in Texas. My phone number is 972-839-9848. 972-839-9848. I'm going to get straight to the point. There's an innocent man in prison. He's been in there 5 years. He's still got 20 years to go. His name is Schaefer Cox. You can find him all about his story at www.freeschaefercox.com. He's a son of a Baptist minister. He was railroaded by a corrupt Department of Justice called the Polar Pen Team that went after Senator Ted Stevens, and also went after Jim Brown. Sidney Powell wrote a book called License to Lie, Exposing Corruption in the Department of Justice, where Mary Beth Kepner, Joseph Bottini, James Goki, Nick Marsh committed suicide. He's a federal prosecutor, part of the Polar Pen Team. He has an appeal coming up in August. Schaefer does. And basically, Hank Schulke, who was appointed by Judge Emmett Sullivan, went after this Polar Pen Team, but he didn't go far enough. And the son of a Baptist minister, Schaefer Cox, who has a God-gifted ability to speak, and he would have been a politician, at least a senator, probably running for president of the United States. You probably think to yourself that you've seen it all, you've heard it all. There's nothing that I'm telling you that you've ever heard before. But I'm telling you, if you look into Schaefer Cox's case, the corruption goes very deep. And the Department of Justice, the Office of Public Integrity, has targeted Schaefer Cox. They put him in a CMU prison. I don't know if you're aware of CMU prisons. I'm talking about the Marion prison in Illinois. And you may say to yourself, oh, that's just a federal prison. No, there's a secret prison inside of another prison. And it's called the CMU prison, Communications Management Unit, where they house domestic terrorists. Most of them are Arab American, but in Schaefer Cox's case, they had to put a white boy in there to balance it out so they didn't get sued for discrimination against Arab Americans. Listen, Schaefer Cox is a leader in he's basically a Thomas Jefferson. He was a young man. He's climbed Mount McKinley 3 times. He spoke so powerfully that the people who run the scenes, even more powerful than the president, said we have to shut him up no matter what. If you go watch a speech he gave in Montana, it's called Schaefer Cox, the Solution Speech. It'll blow your mind. Listen, everything I'm telling you, I know how incredible it sounds, but I ask you to please look into the case. I've got people in Alaska that can testify. They've been on talk radio shows. Maria has been on John B. Wells' Caravan to Midnight. James David Manning and
To review, press 1. To accept, press 2. To erase and try again, press 3. To add, press 4. To erase and exit, press star. Sorry, I cannot add any more. To review, press 1. To accept, press 2. Recording accepted. To make this message urgent, press 1. Otherwise, press 2. To make this message private, press 1. Otherwise, press 2. Thank you for calling.
All right, there you go. I left an urgent voicemail for Gary Spence at 1-844-477-3623. And if it's just one guy like me, he's going to ignore it, right? He's going to think I'm crazy. He ain't going to pay attention to anything I got to say. But here's where we get his attention. Look, you people, anybody that's listening, if you can also call and just leave a voicemail. And if he hears it from five different people, and they all got different sounding voices, and they all got a little bit different story to tell, it might get his attention. You see how this works? And I'm told that Gary Spence is like the man that can help Schaefer. I don't know if that's the case, but I'm not too proud to ask, especially when our brother in the Lord is in prison. And, I'm willing to ask, and I hope you are too. God bless.